come on. You have bailed me out 1,000,000 times with Michelle, and I owe you. No, you don't know how comforting it is for me to be able to imagine Michelle with somebody that she really likes, you know, someone who treats her like a person and not the poor child. I mean, that's actually what the housekeeper calls her when Michelle leaves the room. She says it to me, the poor child, you know, and I know her heart is in the right place, but it's like Michelle shouldn't be patted on and whispered to all the time.
That's not what she wants.
And that's another thing. I think I'm getting pretty good at knowing what she doesn't want, but what she does want.
That's the tricky part.
Yeah.
I think one thing she wants is to know what happened between you and her mother just before Maureen died.
You know, what still baffles me is that I couldn't see it coming, that I thought that I was in complete control. I mean, that I could succumb to something that I knew from experience would make me feel suicidal from the second that it was over. I mean, I was practically gagging on the panic in my throat, but I could not walk away. Do you remember how terrified I was of heights?
Yes, I remember. You wouldn't get on the Ferris wheel.
I mean, the first time they brought a jumper into the emergency room, I was still a medical student, and I couldn't imagine then how anyone would want to end it that way, but I think that I can understand it now, because it's like a compulsion. You put yourself in the one place that you know will be the death of you, and then you can't move. I mean, you can't go forward, you can't go backwards. All you can do is just close your eyes and let go.
I had a feeling.
See, I thought you did. I wasn't sure, but that day at company on the porch when I was telling you how angry Maureen was before she died, I just thought that there was a glimmer of recognition.
Well, I've known you for a long time.
Better than most people.
I know you're disappointed with yourself now, but just remember, you have won so many more battles with this disease than you've lost.
With what?
This temptation to drink.
Oh, Holly, this wasn't about drinking.
No? I thought that's what you were talking about.
No, I slept with someone. I mean, it happened once. It was not an ongoing thing, but I did it. And then, of course, Maureen found out about it, and it made her feel that our whole marriage, I mean, everything was just a complete sham. I really didn't expect that I would feel so terrible admitting this to you.
Why? Because the last time you slept with somebody who wasn't your wife, it happened to be me?
I don't really think that was the same thing. I mean, Maureen and I were separated at the time.
Exactly. Or it wouldn't have happened. I mean, I don't go around... Never mind.
No, go on, say it.
No, I've got no right to moralize here. I've got no right to be angry with you, but for some reason, I feel like I want to slap you. I think I better go. Next time I ask you to bare your soul to me, you're going to think twice. You know what my problem is? That I just build everybody up in my mind, and then I forget that they're not my creation, they're human. Sometimes altogether too human. Like Ross. He saw a beautiful young woman who just happened to be my daughter. So he did what a lot of men would do. Now, it wasn't that I didn't understand this. It was just I didn't expect him to be like everybody else. But it really got me to wonder about my expectations. I mean, was I totally deluded? What was it? totally unrealistic of me to want somebody to love me and be faithful to me forever. Is that impossible? You see, but then I thought about you and Maureen. Hallelujah. What a relief. Because it was proof that I wasn't crazy. It was proof that there was still hope. I just hate like hell to give up hope. It's not your